Everybody's Punisher, staff editor at Don't Revive Me Bro, and I wanted to talk about premium. One of the things that I think really needs to change for Battlefield when next Battlefield comes out is how the developers handle premium, how EA handles premium, what they do with premium, what they give for premium if they even need premium. The reason I'm talking about this is recently a friend of mine and fellow coworker who just recently picked up Battlefield Hardline was talking about premium and whether or not he should buy it, and he was asking my opinion on it. And I basically told him, I said, well, I look at it this way: if you really enjoy the game, it might be wise for you to pick it up. I said, because, in my opinion, the DLC maps, are better than the vanilla maps, or at least most of them are. And so anyway, he was talking to me about that, and I said, it just irks me, though, that you have to pay for maps. And so that kind of goes into what I want to talk about and why, maps shouldn't be part of premium in the future. I think if they're going to go with a premium package, if they're going to work that route in trying to make some money, I think at the minimum they should not have maps as part of that package. I think maps should be offered free of charge for all people who own the game. Premium, I think, can work. I'm not discounting premium. I just think that there's another way that they can go about doing it. I think that they can offer premium weapons. I think that's still a viable option, as long as the premium weapons aren't, better than any of the weapons that are in the vanilla game. If you, get premium and you get some gun that's a premium only gun that just totally rapes and pillages everybody else that's not a premium member or doesn't have access to that gun, that's not fair. But if you give premium options for guns that are on a level playing field as the vanilla weapons, or maybe even offer them where they have a different skin, something like that, as opposed to the vanilla weapons, or more options for visual customization, so be it. If people want to pay for something like that, it doesn't affect the gameplay, so to speak, let them pay for it. I have no problem with that. I think there's tons of things that they can offer, custom camos, custom outfits, maybe even more customization with putting emblems and stuff on your person or on your weapons, premium patches, even get premium gold battle packs. Who cares? If people want to pay for that, they can. But maps, they can't. I don't think they can do that in future Battlefields. We've seen time and time again where they have offered DLCs as a buy-in option for the game that's included maps, and where it started to separate the community as a whole. Battlefield Hardline is a great example of this, because Battlefield Hardline, hardly anybody plays the DLCs, because not really a lot of people who play the game bought premium. And now because of that, you see a fracture in the community, because just people can't play the DLC maps. You have the people that paid for premium or paid for the individual DLCs that are now not really getting all they're paid for, because they can't play the maps they wanted to play, because they're just not popular, because the vast majority of the community really didn't buy premium or bought the DLC so that those maps can be played. So now, most of the servers that are being played with Hardline, you're seeing vanilla maps. So, it frustrates me, because I really enjoy the DLCs. I love them. I think they are vastly better than most of the vanilla maps. Especially when you get into XP3, you really see the kind of quality that they can put into it. They talked about how they had to kind of learn Frostbite, and you can see their progression and skill level, their expertise, increase as they've gone through these different DLCs that they've made. But with that being said, they have to put out maps for free for the next Battlefield. I think the premium thing is just not what the community wants. I offer that they do a premium pack that maybe gives you 2 weeks of access to those maps that are going to be coming out for everybody. that they offer weapon skins, custom camos, emblem customizations that you wouldn't have for non-premium members, even allowing them to get, weapons licenses and stuff like that, as a chance pickup inside of gold battle packs. That's fine. Those kind of things I would be happy to see somebody, get if they paid for it. It doesn't really affect gameplay. It does allow people to, level up quicker or to get their customizations on their guns quicker, but it doesn't really affect the core gameplay. Unfortunately, charging for maps, it really does, because it then, like I said, it just fractures the community. It separates the community. It keeps them from being able to play together, and in the end, it just kind of makes everybody kind of feel like they really didn't get their money's worth, at least for the premium members. So with that being said, what can they do with Hardline? In my opinion, really the only thing that they can do is to maybe offer maps for free. I'm praying that they do eventually. We know that it can happen because they've done it with Titanfall. After a reasonable amount of time after the last DLC that Titanfall came out with, once they felt that they, made their money off of it or whatnot, they went ahead and released all the maps for Titanfall for free. That was a great move, because it allowed a lot of people that hadn't paid for those things to now play those maps, because the maps were really good. They were really nice, and it kind of revamped the game. It gave a little bit of a revive to the game, because now you had new maps and people hadn't played them before. Now they were willing to go in and try them. So that's what I'm hoping they do with Battlefield Hardline. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. We'll see. I'm hoping. I'm praying. I got my fingers crossed. It would be freaking awesome, because I would hate to see a map like Chinatown, which so many have looked forward to, because of its layout of Grand Bazaar, the iconic Battlefield 3 map that so many people loved. I would hate to see it not get its due and not get played. I really think that if it was released for free instead of in a DLC, or eventually released for free sufficiently with the rest of the DLC maps, that you would see a resurgence in Hardline. Now, I'm not going to say that you're going to see 100,000 players on PC or anything crazy like that, but I would be willing to say that you would probably see at least a doubling or maybe a tripling, at least in the near term, of people playing Hardline, because they want to play that Grand Bazaar remake. They want to see how it plays, and in the new scheme of things with Frostbite 3. And they want to see these new maps that are coming out, like Alcatraz, which looks absolutely stunning. It looks totally cool. Love to play it. But, again, are we going to be able to? Because there's just not going to be the demand. There's not going to be the people that have DLC access to be able to play those, maps. And I hate to see that, because the maps deserve it. I mean, you look at the maps, they're gorgeous. They're well designed. Visceral, the devs have put their heart and soul into these maps, and to see them not get played, I just think is an injustice. So anyway, that is really it, guys. I'm kind of hoping that, for the next Battlefield, they kind of think about their premium package options and really kind of focus more on just giving visual customizations, allowing the maps for free for everybody. That way you don't see a separation in the community, and the DLC maps actually get good play out, because they really do deserve it. And some of the DLC maps, even in Battlefield 4, some DLC maps are fantastic, and frankly, they just don't get played enough, because there's, just a lot of people that never really bought into them. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay as I was playing on Hollywood Heights Conquest, one of my favorite vanilla maps, and did really well in this game, and we ended up pulling the win out. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. And make sure you keep an eye out for XP4. Hopefully, we'll be seeing that here, I don't know, next 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, and we'll be able to get to play some of that Chinatown map. God, man, I'm going to be honest, I'm freaking so stoked to see it. Anyway, guys, that is it. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on Battlefield. Bye bye.